Ready, down, put.
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunter's all the playbook. Welcome to another episode of On the Line of Scrimmage, where we debate topics daily and talk about what we think is right, and we have you guys vote on it. I'm joined here by my man Beazle, our football game plan analyst. You probably remember him from the Football Game Plan radio show, in which he's always a guest dropping that Beazle logic. But today's debate / argument, whichever you want to call it, today's debate is about who had the best college backfield that you have ever seen. And the key point is that you have ever seen, not that you've heard. You have seen with your own two eyeballs. So again, I like to play defense. I'm gonna kick the ball off to you. I'm gonna let you go kick it off. Who you think had the best college football backfield that you've ever seen?
Well, we catch that and run that back like the Bud man Michael Lewis, who I saw this weekend. Still live. Still look like he's supposed to be breakdancing. But anyway, here we go. Once again, before I start, I want to give honorable mentions out, because I have to say, that USC backfield with Lindell White and Reggie Bush, bananas. Like, bananas. Like, they ain't had to do nothing. Like, they had to do nothing but hand the ball off. It was just a great backfield. I got to give it to them because it was like the prototypical high school running backs in college. The fat, chubby dude that ankles the same size as his calves. And then you got the slim, big shoulder pad, wiggle shoulder running dude with Reggie Bush. Like,
you also got to give credit, and I'll toss in my honorable mention. You got to give credit to, let's say, the Colorado Ball Club that had Cordell Stewart and also Rashawn Salam. That was an awesome backfield back there. But go ahead.
Okay, and then you can't. So let me go on to my creme de la creme main entree course, and it's only natural to take the backfield from arguably one of the greatest college football teams of all time. And we're going to go 2001, Miami Hurricanes. Let me reel off some names to you. Ken Dorsey. Now wait, before I finish with Ken Dorsey, you're not looking at college, you're not looking at post-college. You can't look at what they did after. We particularly talking about college. We're talking about a man here, when he was in school, 8 yards of reception, 60% completion, 2,600 yards. And the only reason he threw for 2,600 yards because of the stable of running backs he had that solidified their backfield. And I'm going to reel off those running backs. Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Najee Davenport. Need I say more? So do y'all understand what I just said? Frank Gore averaged 9 yards a carry in college that year. 9 yards a carry. Like, that's astounding. Najee Davenport, he was the fullback on his team, and he was really a running back. Because if you remember, the year before, they had a lot of injured players, and he had to go and tote the thing. And he was averaging 6-7 yards a carry when he touched the rock. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, he was a third down back. When you got Najee Davenport, a.k.a. the Rock of Gibraltar, a.k.a. the meanest looking man in the world, a.k.a. I will take a crap on your old lady's bed, allegedly, a.k.a. the lead singer of the 1998 R&B group, because that's what they were. Those 4 running backs could have been actually those 4 running backs look like the entourage for Luke in the 69 Boys. That's what they were.
Right there, I got to stop you. I got to jump in on this. You mentioned 4 great running backs, and I give you credit. Those dudes were amazing. And by all means, they were awesome. But I'm going to tell you about a running back tandem, a trio that you don't even consider as one of the best running backs that I've ever seen. I know you've seen it because we're about the same age. I'm talking about LSU's 1997 backfield with Kevin Falk, Rondell Milley, and oh, by the way, Cecil Collins, the best one out the bunch. Let's go back to when LSU was at that time in 97. This is not the LSU you know now that's dominant all over the field. This was an LSU team that was built to run the football. And this is out of traditional I formation, double tight end sets, They ran the rock. Kevin Falk averaged over 5.5 yards a carry. Rondell Millie, 5.9 yards a carry. And oh, by the way, Cecil Collins, who was better than both of them, averaged over 8.3 yards a carry in the SEC. Back when he only played 4 games, he had the best 4-game run that I've ever seen in college football. This guy could have been great had he not got kicked off the team. But right then and there, those 3 guys put LSU on the map. Can you name anybody off LSU's team worth a damn other than those running backs? You can't.
Yep.
Those running backs were the best running backs I've ever seen.
You talking about offense or defense? Which one you want?
No, let's talk about offense.
Let's talk about offense?
Name somebody that was working on offense.
Whitworth was on that team.
Who?
Herb Tyler was on that team. Herb Tyler was the man. Herb Tyler was the man on that team. True or false? True or false? Was Herb Tyler the man on that team?
He was medium. He only threw 10 touchdowns and 7 picks that year.
What?
10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions that year.
Because they had to throw the ball. Because I'm with you. They lined up
double. Because who was their wide receivers?
They lined up double tight and they did their thing. You know, I give you that. But first of all, Cecil Collins had a great stretch. But it was really 2 games where he rushed for like 260 and 220. Right? Right?
Right. Mississippi State and Auburn.
What happened to him at the beginning of the season? Why did he get on the field?
Because Rondell Millie and Kevin Falk was true.
Who got hurt?
Kevin Falk got hurt.
Millie got hurt and Falk got hurt, right?
Right.
He had to play. So they wouldn't even know. He wouldn't even touch the field. We talking about players that let's go back to them. Let me tell you something. You talking about yards per carry. Like I already told you, man. You got Gore who had 9 yards to carry, dog. 9.1. Portis had 5.5 yards to carry. And McGahee had 4.7 yards to carry.
You know why? Let me reel off some names to you. Brett Reinberg, Vernon Carey, Brian McKinney, Martin Bibler, and also Joaquin Gonzalez. All those dudes play in the NFL. LSU only had one offensive lineman that made the NFL, and that was Alan Faneca.
Backfield. We talking about college, and we talking about backfield.
But look at the offensive line. LSU just had Alan Faneca.
Always kept a monster offensive line. Whitworth's still in the NFL. Still in the NFL. Till this day.
So
and
there's
any other people that's off of that team that's in the NFL. Just what?
Just 2. Faneca and Whitworth. And Whitworth didn't play on that team.
Faneca Hall of Famer.
A guard, just one guard. And I just named 5 offensive linemen.
You get it. Now I'm gonna tell you this. We went offensive line. Now I can't reel them off because that was a 97, right? That was a 97. What year is this? That's 15 years ago. If my memory was that well, and I should have researched offensive line, you hit me with a proof. You snuck me with that one. But still in all, I still say that team only went 9-3 if I'm not mistaken. If that, they probably went what? 8-4.
They went 9-3.
I thought so. They made the bowl game. Then they go to Cotton Bowl. They went to Cotton Bowl.
Because think about it, they played in the SEC at the time when Florida was unbeatable.
They played in the SEC when Florida was unbeatable, but they still had 3 losses.
Because Alabama was tough. Mississippi State had one of the best defenses.
Alabama was tough. Alabama had young Sean Alexander. Right. It was tough. But still enough. It wasn't enough, obviously. And they had monsters on defense. They had old Booger and all of them boys on deep.
They had a deep.
They had dogs on deep.
And so you don't want to talk about Miami defense. You talk about the greatest team ever in Miami. So let's talk about LSU and their running backs. That's why they have to be the best, because they did more with less than anybody else that you name.
We talking about this 2001 Miami team. We talking about everybody knew what the backbone of that team was. And let's also say this. Of that offensive line, there's only one dude that's still relevant. And you want to go to post-college career, and that's McKinney, and he barely relevant.
That's 2. Carey is relevant down in Miami.
Who?
Vernon Carey.
Yeah, he not relevant. He notable. That's not even relevant.
I'm telling you right now.
Out of football. He was out of football until he resurged his career in Baltimore.
You take those 3 running backs from LSU and you plop them on that Miami team, they do wonders. You take those backs from Miami, put them on an LSU team.
That's for Cecil Collins. Cecil Collins and Lawrence Phillips go in the same book with this is a damn shame. The damn shame book of shame. The damn same book. Cecil Collins and Lawrence Phillips go in that book together.
All right, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to let you, the fans, decide who won this debate. Whether it's me with LSU's 1997 backfield, or is it Beasley with the University of Miami's 2001 backfield. Vote at the bottom of this video. And then also, if you think you can debate either one of us and you want to get your hands in on one of these debates, tweet me at FBallGamePlan with your topic that you want to debate with the hashtag FBGPDebate. And let's go at it. But vote for the right one. Vote for me because you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, a lot of points. He made no points.
Backfield. Don't come with no backfield where you wasn't even, when you couldn't even wipe your own nose. You coming with snot suction cups. You can't do that because they don't make sense. You ain't seen them play. They only show that every team, every running back look like a Hall of Famer when you watch NFL films. So don't watch.
Vote at the bottom of the video and tune in next time for another episode of On the Line of Scrimmage with the Czar, the Playbook. Vote right here. Vote for me.